One thing about this property is there's actually quite a lot of wildlife on it. There's still so much raw land, right? And that's where the animals are. And we have bear here, black bear.
Shocking courtroom drama unfolds as Kody Brown surrenders, Robyn Brown breaks down in tears, and the court makes a game-changing decision. Property deeds of Janelle and Meri are about to be returned. What does this mean for the future of the Brown family? Stay tuned for the jaw-dropping details in a stunning twist that has captivated fans and followers alike. The Brown family drama has taken an unexpected turn. Kody Brown, the patriarch of the infamous family from the reality TV show Sister Wives, has surrendered in court, shaking the very foundation of the family dynamic. But it's not just Kody's actions that have left viewers reeling. His wife, Robyn Brown, who has been a central figure in the family's story, was seen in tears as she issued a public apology during the same court session. Court's decision, which has already set social media ablaze, revolves around the return of property deeds that once belonged to Janelle and Meri to of Kody's former wives. The situation has unfolded as a dramatic chapter in the long-running saga of the Brown family, which has been a source of intrigue and speculation for over a decade. Known for its complex relationships and controversies surrounding polygamy, the show has drawn both praise and criticism from various corners, but this court hearing has taken the drama beyond the typical TV plot lines, pushing the family's personal issues into the public eye in a way that no one could have predicted. It all began when Kody, who has faced increasing tension in his relationships with his wives, found himself in a legal battle concerning property ownership and financial arrangements. For years, the family had invested heavily in a shared lifestyle that included not just the houses they lived in, but also the property and assets that symbolized their collective journey. However, recent events have brought to light unresolved issues that have now reached the courtroom. The most significant and surprising development was Kody's surrender. Though a central figure in the show, his actions have often been unpredictable, and fans have witnessed his shifting relationships with each of his wives. Robyn, who has stood by Kody through much of the turmoil, made a tearful apology in court, addressing both the legal matters at hand and the emotional weight of the situation. The apology was heartfelt, expressing remorse for the pain caused within the family. Robyn's tears were symbolic of the profound toll this legal battle has taken on her and the entire family. However, the court's decision to return the property deeds to Janelle and Meri has truly shocked the public. For years, Janelle and Meri had invested their lives in the shared family unit, building homes and a future together with Kody, but as their relationships with Kody deteriorated, the ownership of these properties became a point of contention. Court ruling to return the deeds to Janelle and Meri is a significant blow to Kody's position in the family's financial landscape and could signal a major shift in the Brown family's future. This decision raises a number of questions about the future of the family's property, and the future of Kody's relationships with his wives. Janelle and Meri have been at odds with Kody for some time, with tensions coming to a head as their individual paths diverged from his. For both women, this legal victory represents not just a reclaiming of their assets, but also a symbolic return of their autonomy. Property deeds hold a deep emotional value, representing their contributions to the family and the sacrifices they made over the years. In the wake of the court ruling, speculation has already begun regarding what this means for Kody's relationships moving forward. Fans have been closely following the breakdown of Kody's marriages, especially his strained relationships with Janelle and Meri. Meanwhile, Robyn's role as Kody's most prominent wife has sparked intense debates among fans and critics alike. Her apology in court seemed to be an attempt to repair the fractured relationship with her co-wives and salvage what remains of the family structure. The return of the property deeds is not just a legal matter, but a powerful symbol of the shifting dynamics within the Brown family. For Janelle and Meri, this court decision represents a long overdue acknowledgement of their place in the family's history. It is a moment of vindication for the two women who have been overlooked in recent years. As Kody's attention shifted to Robyn, the emotional weight of this court hearing cannot be underestimated, as it marks a dramatic turning point for the entire family. While the outcome may seem like a victory for Janelle and Meri, it's clear that The impact will be far-reaching. Kody's surrender and Robyn's emotional apology are just the beginning of what promises to be an ongoing saga as the Brown family navigates the fallout from this court decision. Fans will be watching closely to see how the family's future unfolds. For Kody, the return of the property deeds is just another blow to his already tumultuous relationships. The ongoing legal battles combined with the public scrutiny have left Kody in a difficult position. His decision to surrender in court is a stark admission of the challenges he faces in his personal and professional life. As a public figure, Kody has long been the subject of criticism for his treatment of his wives and his role in the family's unraveling. For Robyn, the court session was a deeply emotional moment. Her tears and apologies seem to reflect a desire to heal the rift within the family, though it remains to be seen if the emotional appeal will lead to any real resolution. Robyn's position in the family has always been complex, and this court hearing has only added another layer to the narrative. In the days and weeks ahead, the Brown family will likely remain at the center of media attention, with the property deeds now returned to Janelle and Meri. The question on everyone's mind is what will happen next. Will this decision prompt further legal battles, or will the family begin to heal and move forward? The answers to these questions will undoubtedly shape the future of the Brown family and their legacy in the public eye as the drama continues to unfold. One thing is certain: the Brown family story is far from over. Whether it's in the courtroom, on sister wives, or in their personal lives, the Brown family will continue to captivate audiences and keep viewers on the edge of their seats. The public is watching, and with every turn the stakes continue to rise. Robyn Brown is the only sister wife left standing, but for sister wives patriarch Kody Brown, she was always a prize to be won. When Robyn entered the family in 2010, she became Kody's fourth wife, joining Meri, Janelle, and Christine. But fast forward to the present, all three of them have left their spiritual marriages, with Kody expressing frustration with how the family dynamic shifted over time. For viewers, it was more of a relief than a shock. From the beginning of their TLC show, Kody made it clear who his favorite wife was. Seemed like he only ever cared about his marriage to Robyn, so their unintentional monogamy relationship now seems like a good fit, even though Robyn claims she's unhappy. But did Kody ever love Robyn? Well, I don't think so, especially after the family's confessions about Robyn's modeling past. It's a lesser-known sister wives fact. But when you see how Kody considered it a bagging right, I think it's clear she became his favorite because she gave him the biggest ego boost. Janelle exposed Robyn's modeling past on TV. I was recently catching up on sister wives content and came across a startling confession.
I am really just ready to be resolved and have this property sold. I don't want to have to think about Kody anymore. I don't want to have to talk to him, interact with him, nothing.
Janelle made on an episode that aired in April. Kody's exes are clearly airing all their dirty laundry now that he's an afterthought. Janelle casually recalled a time from years ago when Kody was bragging about Robyn. Kody has said, well, all of a sudden I met Robyn and she's this diesel jeans model and she's everything I want. Janelle said, unimpressed. Clearly, Janelle felt betrayed by Kody. I'm thinking that's rich dude. She continued, we went through all the starving years when I was holding my bra together with diaper pins. We've been through all of this with you, and she's not been through that with you, so that's great. She added, you just take your little diesel jeans model and just go live happily ever after. Kody has always seen Robyn as a prize that he won, and while it may initially come across as an offhand comment, Kody was spelling out just how much Robyn shifted his priorities. I mean, this is the man who divorced his legal wife Meri so he could legally wed Robyn, and then even started wearing a new wedding band in secret. To be clear, there's no confirmation that Robyn was ever an official model for Diesel. There's speculation on online forums like Reddit that suggests she may have modeled the brand in a local event. I'm not sure what to believe, but while I was in a rabbit hole, I discovered that Kody had mentioned it before, and his comments are even more telling than Janelle's. In 2023, he gave an interview on the Mormonism Live podcast, where he reflected on how he viewed Robyn when she first joined the family. I thought I was a total success. I had a diesel jeans model coming into my family in 2010, and I thought that was the biggest validation. Kody said she had other people in our church interested in her. She had other propositions from people to marry her, and she absolutely believed in plural marriage, and she absolutely believed in me. You're rolling your eyes, then same the way Kody framed this like landing Robyn was some sort of personal achievement says a lot. When he thinks of something to brag about, he doesn't comment on her heart, her values, or how she fits into the family. He focuses on her outside appearance and how other people perceive her. When Robyn chose to marry Kody, he won something that other people wanted. He literally said she was being approached by other people in their religious community, but she gave him the validation he craved. For me, what's shocking isn't that Robyn has a modeling background, rather it's what it represents to Kody. I think Robyn is only a trophy to him. She consistently takes his side and hypes him up, which is how she's remained the favorite. Don't forget that Kody refused to be intimate with his other wives and would admit to not being attracted to them. If he was always bringing up Robyn's diesel affiliation as a bragging point, it's no wonder his marriages fell apart. Meri Brown is in a new place in her life. She has a new home, she has a new figure, and as the sister wives star has said so often via various messages on social media, she has a new outlook on pretty much everything. One thing Meri Brown does not have, however, the TLC personality. Walked away from her spiritual marriage to Kody Brown just over 2 years ago. In early 2024, she actually did start dating someone named Amos Andrews, but that relationship fizzled after some shady information leaked out about him. It takes courage to face difficult truths, yet it's imperative in order to remain authentic to yourself and your commitment to personal growth, Meri said in the wake of this split, adding, I honor and care about the past for months, who I spent it with, and what I learned about myself through it. I know what's important to me in a relationship, and I'm confident in myself while I'm single as well. Since this time, Meri hasn't gotten close to serious with anyone, and she has a theory why I've dated a little bit, and I have had experiences where I believe that some people are not interested simply because of my background. Brown shared on the May 4th episode of Sister Wives, because I come from a plural family, maybe they're nervous that that's what I want. All 3 of the women who have left Kody have all said they are not interested in another polygamous arrangement, but we get what Meri is saying here. They likely do have a reputation, explaining how her past can be a little bit intimidating to people. Meri said she's been in situations where she's unsure about a potential partner's legitimate intentions. There's a lot of uncertainty, and I really need to be able to trust somebody and believe what he says. She continued on air, I need to be able to trust that when a person tells me he loves me, he really does. It's easy to forget at this point that Meri fell victim to a catfishing scheme more than a decade ago, back when she struck up an online flirtation with someone she thought was a man who ended up being a woman. The ordeal ultimately put a strain on her relationship. Kody, who accused Meri of cheating on her at the time, dating has been interesting. I've been dating nobody exclusive at this point, she told Parade in January. It's a little bit weird. I live in a small town that has a very small dating pool, so I need to spread my wings, go to Vegas or Salt Lake. I would love to meet somebody just organically out in public, but I just don't know how to do that. It's really hard. I hear people say men don't talk to women anymore. They don't, so it has to be the woman to take the initiative. And I'm like, I don't want that. If I have to take the initiative and be boss man, then I'm not interested. The guy needs to do that. Janelle Brown from Sister Wives has shared her experience of the challenges she encountered when she initially moved to North Carolina and how she has been receiving consistent support to overcome at least one of them. She was a part of a plural family for nearly 30 years as Kody Brown's wife. However, when Kody stopped prioritizing his family with Janelle and their relationship deteriorated, she chose to end their spiritual marriage. Since late 2022, Janelle has been busy building her own life. She relocated to North Carolina to be closer to her children and started focusing on her fitness. Janelle recently discussed the difficulties she faced after moving from Flagstaff to North Carolina and how she successfully overcame them. In an Instagram story, Janelle wrote, "When you move to a new town, it's always a struggle to find a good hair person and a good personal trainer." She expressed her appreciation for finding a personal trainer, Jared Akers, who has helped her achieve her fitness goals and kept her on track even during her travels. Janelle shared a screenshot of her text conversation with her trainer in which he inquired about her workouts and asked if she had any questions. Janelle replied, "No, things are on track. Glad you kind of set some goals for me. Thanks for keeping me accountable." What Janelle being held accountable for weight loss goals means: in the 3 years since her separation from Cody, Janelle has experienced many highs and lows in her life. The heartbreaking loss of her adult son Garrison Brown has brought her immense sorrow, but she is determined to rebuild her life as she honors his memories.
I see myself fulfilling my dreams of travel with a husband who is totally supportive of what I'm doing.
Janelle has successfully established her own business, Tata Farms, and is dedicated to improving her fitness routine with newfound determination and discipline. Through initially struggling to find a suitable fitness trainer, she is now working with Jared and is pleased with the progress she has made. Sister Wives fans have begun to take note of Janelle's weight loss, and in recent months she has been receiving many compliments on her radiant complexion. Now she is prepared to take her physical transformation to the next level. Janelle has hired Jared as her fitness trainer and is ready for some tough love to help her achieve weight loss goals. She is allowing her fitness trainer to hold her accountable and seems genuinely invested in real change. Janelle's ultimate goal is to shed pounds and improve her fitness, and she is ready to be challenged along the way. Our take on Janelle Brown's latest workout update. Janelle's latest workout update showcases her increased dedication to improving her health and losing weight. She has moved beyond casual efforts to adopt a more disciplined and goal-oriented approach. Even while traveling, Janelle remains dedicated to her daily workouts and fitness goals. Working with a trainer will provide her with a consistent framework for workouts, resulting in fewer missed sessions and a great sense of motivation. The Sister Wives cast member is focused on losing weight and building sustainable habits to achieve her long-term health objectives. Sister Wives star Janelle Brown is looking back on the good times with her late son Garrison Brown and remembering how much he loved being a hands-on big brother in their large family. He was always very much involved with the young kids. Janelle told viewers in a sneak peek of the Sunday, May 11th episode of Sister Wives shared by Us Weekly, he was very mindful of truly. A montage of home videos showed the late Marine patiently teaching his little sister Truly Brown how to plant, while another clip captured Garrison happily goofing around with the younger kids and embracing his silly side. Sister Wives Janelle speaks out after show covered son Garrison's death. Garrison was always somebody who wanted to be working with his hands. Janelle said in a confessional he did his best when he was working with his hands. Garrison's love for his siblings extended across the entire family, as Janelle shared that he often spent time with his father Kody Brown and Cody's fourth wife Robyn Brown's youngest children, 13-year-old Solomon and 9-year-old Ariella. Robyn would comment that he would come over every day to see Sol and Ari. Janelle explained in the preview he was always very much about his younger siblings. Garrison came from a large family as one of Janelle and Cody's 6 children, while his father has a total of 18 kids. Janelle became Cody's second wife in 1993, joining him and his first wife Meri Brown as they began building their plural family. Kody, 56, continued to build their family when he spiritually married Christine Brown, with whom he shares 6 children. Years later, in 2014, he legally divorced Meri, 54, to marry Robyn, 46, and adopt her 3 children from a previous marriage. However, by November 2021, the cracks in the family dynamic became clear when Christine, 53, announced her split from Kody. Just over a year later, Janelle followed suit in December 2022, and Meri confirmed her separation from the family patriarch in January 2023, apart from Garrison, Janelle and Kody welcomed 5 other children. Logan 30, Maddie 29, Hunter Gabriel, and Savannah Garrison died at the age of 25 on March 5, 2024 from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. More than 1 year later, the show captured how his family coped in the wake of his tragic death, and it was addressed for the first time during the May 4th episode. Janelle, who was living in North Carolina after her split from Kody, said she had been texting all day long the day before his passing, and this was not unusual because he and I talked probably 3 times a day. She noted, "I knew he was struggling." The sister-wife star continued, referencing Garrison's struggles with anxiety and mental health, "And I always just picked up the phone and I always make it a point to just talk to him." Janelle Brown remembers Garrison on what would have been his 27th birthday. She explained that their phone call didn't seem out of the ordinary, explaining to producers that she felt her son just needed the connection. When Garrison stopped answering her messages, she wasn't immediately concerned, as she knew her son had been drinking. He would go through periods where he was really good and then he just would have a binge, just as part of the cycle. She told viewers when she was ready to go to bed, Janelle asked her sons Hunter and Logan to keep an eye on Garrison. It wasn't until the next morning that she learned that Garrison took his own life. Gabriel had found him. Janelle said of Garrison, "He's like, Mom, he's gone." "I mean, what do you mean?" He said, "He's dead. He killed himself." Kody also spoke about the unimaginable loss during the May 4th episode. "Grief comes in waves. It just wasn't supposed to be this way. You know what I'm saying?" Kody explained, "It's just heartbreaking." Throughout the history of sister wives, dedicated fans of the hit reality show have seen the Brown family go through an awful lot, whether it's been Janelle Brown moving to a new home or Meri Brown's catfishing scandal and her accusation that Kody Brown wanted her gone. The show always leaves fans guessing. Sister Wives viewers have also watched the show's gross relationships in the past and wondered if any of Kody's kids would be polygamous in the future, despite all the questions about the divorces and the questions about whether Kody's ex-wives will be in another plural marriage. One thing about Sister Wives has seemed certain since Kody Brown and Robyn Brown's marriage seemed certain. His recent confession about their relationship shocked the show's fans. Kody Brown confessed that he considered walking away from his marriage to Robyn Brown. From the moment that Meri Brown's catfishing scandal made headlines, it was clear that Sister Wives' Brown family wasn't what it used to be. In the weeks, months, and years that followed, Kody's relationships with many members of the family were torn apart. At the height of the Brown family, Kody had 4 wives and seemed to have relationships with all of his children. Now Kody only has 1 wife left, and he is estranged from many of his children for a wide array of reasons. Given how much things have changed within the Brown family, it may seem like things couldn't get much worse. However, during the 19th season of Sister Wives,
I do not want this property. I am very confident that Janelle feels the same way. I don't know what Kody's end game is here.
Kody shocked fans by confessing that he considered walking away from his marriage to Robyn Brown too. In April 2025, Kody spoke about his marriage to Robyn during an episode of Sister Wives that was summarized by a Parade article. During that episode, Kody explained that he considered ending his marriage to Robyn because he thought he was being a bad husband to her. "There were days unfair to Robyn that I thought about just walking away from our relationship too." While that was a shocking statement for Kody to have made, it is important to put his comment in proper perspective, considering what made Kody famous to begin with. The idea that he came close to having no wives is pretty shocking. However, it seems very clear that Kody is happy that he didn't end his marriage to Robyn. The reason why that is obvious is because before he stated that he considered divorcing Robyn, Kody was talking about how self-destructive he was being at that time. "'Cause I've been in plural marriage for so long, and it was a sole focus of marriage for me. When we failed at it, I was sabotaging myself." Looking back at what is known about the last several years in Kody's life, there is no doubt that his life has gone through a lot of turmoil. During the Sister Wives episode, Kody explained he thought about ending his and Robyn's relationship because that turmoil left him in a bad mental state. "That was just because I was so broken. I became self-destructive," while still talking about his relationship with Robyn Kody explained the destructive circle their relationship was in. According to Kody, he became angry after his 3 marriages failed, as he explained while talking to his only remaining wife during the episode of Sister Wives. Kody's anger led to a chain reaction that left his marriage to Robyn on rocky ground. "'Cause I was angry you're withdrawing from me, and because you were withdrawing from me, I was experiencing not just the anger from the rejection and the anger from the failure of our failures in plural marriage and everything that I was experiencing there, it was causing me to literally have bad thoughts about us." Of course, Kody's own description of how he was feeling made it obvious that Robyn was deeply affected by his self-destructive behavior. With that in mind, it makes sense that during the Sister Wives episode, Kody apologized for the dark space he went through and how it harmed because it wasn't fair to Robyn. Brown described a decision that made her marriage to Kody Brown weaker. During the same April 2025 episode of Sister Wives, Robyn Brown also spoke about her marriage to Kody Brown, as a People article that summarized that episode revealed Robyn spoke a decision that she believed made her marriage to Kody weaker. When Kody Brown and Robyn Brown got married, he was already in a plural marriage with 3 other women. That meant that Robyn had to find her place in the Brown family that had already been set up for years before she married Kody. During the Sister Wives episode, Robyn complained about one Brown family rule that existed by the time she married Kody. "This was something that decided before I even came in the family to not show affection in front of each other. I always saw it as a mistake from there." Robyn explained why she thought that rule was destructive to all of Kody's marriages. "I think it made Kody feel alone, and I think it made each of us wives feel kind of alone. Brings comfort to the couple, makes the couple feel kind of safe and secure, and in plural marriage there's a lot of insecurity just because there's so much sharing. It would have made each wife feel more secure and more comfortable if Kody would have been able to show affection, or we would have been able to show affection to him." Clearly, the April 2025 Sister Wives episode showed Kody and Robyn both being really forthright about their marriage. In retrospect, Sister Wives patriarch Kody Brown may be trying to repair his relationships with his older kids after years of difficulties and strain, leaving Robyn Brown out of the fray. After some tough conversations throughout Sister Wives Season 19, Kody has proven that his relationship with Robyn is one he plans on taking seriously. Even after the sting of betrayal his divorces left behind, Kody's ability to move through his feelings has been tough to watch for the last several seasons, especially in the way he's been relying on Christine Brown, Janelle Brown, and Meri Brown to deal with his behavior through spending over 30 years on average with his original trio of wives. Kody's marriages to his original wives came to screeching halts one after another when Christine left Kody during Sister Wives Season 17. It was clear there was a lot of turmoil in his life, and Robyn came to his rescue to try and help him through his tough emotions. Despite knowing that he was struggling, Kody's relationships with Janelle and Meri both came to a head in Sister Wives Season 18, and he didn't know how to deal with the outpouring of difficult emotions he was feeling. Kody's relationships with his kids took a turn for the worse during the COVID-19 pandemic, when he set out some elaborate regulations that kept him away from his children and arguing with them about what was or wasn't feasible for their visits. While the pandemic was a catalyst for his relationships with the older kids, changing things had been tough in the Brown family for years. Although Kody and Robyn's kids have found a great relationship with Kody, his other kids have struggled for attention, affection, and understanding from their father. Now things may be changing for Kody without Robyn. Kody thinking for himself is a positive change in the Sister Wives patriarch's overall decision-making. Kody doesn't take Robyn's bait. As Kody has moved through the most difficult years of his life, it's been clear that he's been struggling with the role Robyn plays in his life at times. Though Robyn has been able to regulate Kody's emotions for a long time, she's also been somewhat manipulative with the way she treats the family patriarch. Rather than hearing Kody out about his emotions, Robyn's often told him what he feels and how he should respond, giving him her own perspective rather than being open about the way Kody might feel separately. Robyn's made his issues about her in the past. In recent episodes of Sister Wives, Kody hasn't been taking Robyn's bait as much as he has in the past, though Kody has still been invested in Robyn as his wife. He's been taking less stock in the advice she gives him or the bait she lays out to try and push him to behave in the way she wants rather than listening to Robyn. Kody's been doing more of what he feels is right, though that's not necessarily always the right choice. Kody thinking for himself is a positive change in the Sister Wives patriarch's overall decision-making process. Kody's visited his kids on his own, while Kody hasn't done a ton in terms of trying to be a good parent to his 18 children. He's trying to make headway without his wife's input throughout the last several seasons of Sister Wives. Kody's had a tough time moving through his emotions about his divorces and figuring out where to land, while Kody has been hopeful that his relationships with his kids would remain unchanged throughout the public divorces he had with their mothers. It's become clear that the kids had their own feelings about their parents' separation and the media coverage surrounding it, especially for Kody. Within recent episodes of Sister Wives, Kody's shared that he made an effort to reach out to his kids without Robyn present. While he wasn't going to talk to all of them, he found himself unexpectedly spending time with quite a few of the kids and talking openly about the way things had gone down for the family through the last few years. Robyn may not have been able to participate, but even her feelings on the situation weren't ones Kody felt comfortable entertaining. Leaving her out of the situation left things more productive overall for Kody and the family. Kody's taking some accountability for his behavior, with Kody doing his best to move toward a resolution with his kids. He's also seeming to take some more accountability for his poor behavior than he ever has before. Kody isn't admitting to everything he's done wrong, but sharing that he feels he deserves some blame for the issues